Here's a student project. Let's turn off the photograph. We looked at this earlier in an earlier video, and it needs more depth. It needs more pieces and some more shading and some more detail. But I'm going to use this to show you just how powerful highlights can be. And the way I like to do highlights is to make it a new layer, and I like to do them all at the very end. And here we have the highlights layer. I'm going to use the pencil, double click the pencil, and we're going to fill new pencil strokes, and we're going to turn off keep selected. And we're going to click OK. We're going to design with a white fill and no stroke. And let's turn on the photograph. We're working on the highlights layer. Everything else is locked. And so at the very end, now you can do these throughout your design. I like to save them for the very end. So zoom in and you can see there's just these little white dots or these tips, right? There's a little white thing there and a little white thing there. And so we can just kind of trace them around. I'm being a little bit more bigger now there than I should, just to show you. So this piece, any pure white piece, oop, I didn't mean to go over, so let's undo that. Okay, just kind of tracing over that. So it's the highlights and the shadows and the reflections, and those little parts really help make this look photographic, and they help the Legos feel like they're made out of plastic. Oh, here's a good one. Now maybe these highlights here, I'd probably add those in the Lego Nubby itself because they're such a prominent part of that. But just a demo, I'm gonna do them here anyway. Okay, and I'm not going to spend the time to do everything, but let's just quickly go across. There's a little doodad there and something here. And so this right there, I'd probably put that one in the gun when I designed it. I can't remember what this project did, so I'm gonna just do a few here. All right, now when you're done, well, I could do this all day, but let's zoom out a little bit. Then one of the nice things about it, well, let's turn that off. Let's turn the Lego picture off. And so if we turn, let's zoom in and take a quick look. If we turn off the highlights, right, it's, it just kind of gives it some richness and some depth. The nice thing about having them on a separate layer is you could take the whole highlights layer and you could take the opacity down a little bit if you thought that would integrate it a little bit more. All right, you can have fun with that. I'm going to sit here and keep adding highlights on this project. You can move on to the next video.